Thank you. Okay, meeting's called to order at 7:10. Members present are Roger and Catherine. Bill is excused from this meeting. Hear from the public. Do we have anybody that wants to speak from the public?
Yeah, actually, just real quick, I just wanted to say thanks for coming yesterday to you and Roger and Bill. It was nice to see everybody,
We wouldn't miss it.
and I'm glad we had the weather. Like I said, I'm glad it held out. It worked out really nice.
So I heard that a picture was taken of the light we turned on in the belfry up here on the town office.
Oh, was there? I don't know. There was a bunch of pictures that got taken yesterday. I haven't even
Apparently-
gone through them all.
Well, I guess they
I
got
don't know.
sent to
We had
wherever
an auto accident right in the middle of the luncheon part, so we
Oh,
all kind
really?
of departed rapidly. So
Actually, I heard that they sent it got sent off or picked up by someone who is at like the main place.
Oh,
So it's
really?
interesting.
Oh, that's kind of cool. We have a meeting tomorrow, night, officers meeting. I'll have to ask them about it and see
Okay.
if
Yeah, it's
anybody knows.
pretty
That's pretty
nice.
interesting. Excellent.
Okay, the selectmen's briefing. Give you a quick update. Pompey Hollow Park, we've completed our lighting changes and the sidewalks, and paving will be worked on next week. The building assessments, we haven't gotten the reports yet. And I will be talking with the fire chief about the other fire station, which is owned by the fire department, not the town. Solar, we don't have a report on that. We had the roof inspected last Wednesday, and by the roofing company and the solar company. The roofing company repaired an issue that we had that was causing a major leak, and they did it on the spot, which is fantastic, and I'm awaiting the report from them as well. In November, we intend to re-roll out Everbridge as a emergency system for people to sign up for. And also we'll be rolling out phase 1 of Text My Gov, which will put information out to the public, for example, storm updates, that kind of thing, where it'll be texted to anybody who wants to sign up for it. All they have to do is give their cell phone number, not their name, anything like that. They literally call a particular number or text a particular number, and they'll go through a short process to sign up for the kinds of notifications they want to receive. So an example of a notification they might like to receive are storm updates. And what that'll do is they'll get that, and if they click on the link that's provided there in the text that comes back to them, it'll take them out to where I keep the storm updates in one place on the town website, and I update them there. So it's always the current picture of what roads are closed and what streets have power issues. So, and I've talked to a number of people about that. They're looking forward to having something like that. I think it'll hit a broader audience than the audience we have now. Let's see. So that's pretty, oh, and OSHA, we still don't have the formal report. Again, we had no significant issues. Nothing that was super major, and just waiting for the report. That's all I have. Hear from boards, commissions, committees. Anybody to report anything? Nope. Okay, acceptance of minutes of regular meeting of September 20th, 2021.
Move to accept the minutes.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Thank you. Old business, discuss reopening strategies, town facilities, update relating to the holding of board and commission meetings. I'll be talking again with Mike D'Amato tomorrow about the hybrid meetings, see what we can get up there. Discuss need for additional help in the finance office. I'd like to table that till the next meeting because Cheryl Baker is out of the office this week on vacation.
Okay.
Approval, and I don't have to have a motion to table that. Is that correct, Chris?
Right,
I'm sorry, say that again.
you can have Roger make a motion.
I make
Okay,
a motion
Roger,
to
would you
table.
mind?
Yep, no problem. Make a motion, we table till the next meeting.
I second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes unanimously. Thank you. Approval of contract with architect Robert Hurd for preparation of phasing plan for rehabilitation of the Tremco House. I sent out the updated contract. What I did was I had a good discussion with Mr. Hurd. And I told him I would like to make sure that there was a little more clarification on what they were going to provide and also what the timeline would be for delivery of this phasing plan. So he indicated he'd be ready to start it at the end of October or early November. And actually, and he updated it within the agreement that he had sent, and it is, he would start November 1st and deliver December 31st. Okay. The other
Good.
part of this is, and I'd like to talk about this when Bill is here with us. I'd recommend that we establish an advisory board or committee to review the results of this phasing plan once they're documented. And that committee needs to be made up of people who are knowledgeable. In other words, builders, plumber, the people who can truly assess it, not just laymen who are, looking at it and thinking, oh, wow, that looks fine. So we need to come up with who should be on that committee. And I know Chris and I bandied about a few names. We're trying to pull some together to share with the selectmen to try and figure out who ought to be on there.
Didn't we require some additional funding for that, as I recall?
Yes, that particular one, he had said, we had told him $5,000 is what we had. He came back with it $6,000. I spoke with the Board of Finance, and we talked about it here in our Board of Selectmen meeting, and I took it to the Board of Finance. And the recommendation, and it was my recommendation as well, is that we just overrun that project by the $1,000. We'll pick it up somewhere else. That's the bottom line, is that's how we're going to get this plan done. He's not going to come back with a lower number.
Yep.
And
Okay.
so what I would like is I would like to get a motion to approve the contract so I can go ahead and sign it and we could get him lined up.
I guess it's been a long time coming, so I'll make the motion.
You're a hero. Thank you. I'll second that motion to approve the contract with Robert Hurd or that company. Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes unanimously. Thank you. Appointment of Transfer Station Committee. And I know that we've talked with Bill. I've talked with Bill on this as well, just in passing. And so the names we have to get that Transfer Station Committee reconstituted, if you will, are Chuck Atkins, Tom Welch, Charlie Bussey, Chris Abacoff, and Keith Lipker. And we've spoken with all of those people, and they are willing to serve, and they are knowledgeable people when it comes to this particular issue. So I would like to get them appointed tonight.
I move that we take the list and approve that list for the commission.
Very good. So Chris, that's for the Transfer Station Committee. And Chris, do we have a clear objective for this committee? I forgot to even ask you. Or is it the same as we've had in the past?
We can pull together the last 2 or 3 that we've done and
Okay.
give them a charge.
Okay, we'll give them the charge. I second the motion for those people to be on that committee. And again, it's the Transfer Station Committee. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Thank you. All right, new business, street lighting. This is to put in 2 street lights in a couple of areas in town. One, help me with the locations, Chris, because I forget the streets off the top of my head.
One is at Old Town and 89, and the other is at Upton Road and 74.
And that's because they're particularly dark. The other thing too is to make sure the one that we put at Old Town in 89 is not shining into the windows of the house that's located there. So I'm having I have two meetings with Eversource this week. One is on Wednesday. That happens to be about tree trimming. And then the one on Friday is to meet the new head of Eversource for the area. And I'll be talking to her about the streetlights during that meeting.
Did we have a conversation about moving one of the lights?
It didn't make sense to move it. Correct, Chris?
There's already a pole on the corner of Upton Road and 89, which you can see it's sistered to a broken pole.
The one we talked about moving, thinking that we were moving, was the one at Gary's garage.
Gary has a light in front of the garage that he pays for.
Mhm.
Okay.
So it can either be to move his or put up a new one.
Across the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in all likelihood, it would be to put up a new one. Okay, American Rescue Plan. The ARPA reporting, they've changed the date from the end of October for what we call non-entitlement units, and Ashford, by virtue of its population, is a non-entitlement unit. And they've changed the reporting date for anything we use ARPA funding for to April 30th, 2022. So it's next April, that's great. But the thing is that for the things we are using ARPA funding for, I want to make sure that we've filled out all the reporting we need to fill out as we go, not waiting till the end. Board, commission, committee appointments.
You have to do the Horse Listeners Orchard B under new business.
I'm sorry?
Horse Listeners Orchard is B under.
Oh,
new
I'm so
business.
sorry. I ran right by it. This one, I believe we need to table until the next meeting. This is one that our assessor, Kara, wanted to get on the agenda, and materials were sent out before for this one, I think. And I can't remember the reason for tabling.
Because they're due on October 1st, but there's still some paperwork missing from the application.
Right.
So she has to table it to the next meeting.
So can I get a motion to table that?
Certainly, I'll motion the table.
You're so easy. Thank you. I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes unanimously. Board, commission, committee appointments. We have
None.
one. We don't have any to fill in at this point,
Right.
or any people to fill them in with. Tax refunds. We have one.
We have one to Ashley Galika for $6.71, citing the statute.
How much was that again?
$6.71.
Okay. Can we get a motion to approve that tax refund with the
I'll
appropriate wording?
approve.
Okay. I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you. Anything else needs to be added to the agenda? Good. And a motion to adjourn.
Before 9:30? Motion.
Don't get
motion
used to it.
adjourn.
I got that motion. Okay, I'll second that happily. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you very much for joining us
Yeah.
tonight. And
My
we'll-
apologies for being tardy.
No, it's not your fault. If you didn't get it, it's absolutely not your fault. So don't even worry.